perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. You are all I need now. It's crazy, but it's true. You're all I need. You make my heart and spirit always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, I can give you everything you want. Everything you want. You are all I need now. It's crazy, but it's true.
Turning practice to perfection took some trying. Who'da thought that I'd get my next blessing from some lines? I turned this rap shit into my profession and defied all they projections. No ceiling on what's manifesting in my mind, cause I get stronger when the pressure build. More hunger, what's next to kill. Grind with the time I had and get paid over time. This so refined, just peep the detail. And it's all for retail. I used to get my inspo from the store that was for... Now we don't cross my mind so much cause everything hot. I don't even check the traffic flow cause everything fly. Before I whips, now I got extra keys. Just text my lady, I'm the greatest, she said yes indeed. Can't play it safe, I'm taking risks cause I know what could be. Where that could lead, you best believe I'll be the first to see. I paid the price to know my worth so I can't work for free. And put my soul in every moment, it's all sacrifice. Just by what you think worth the bleed.
What you think worth the scars? Girl, it's way more to the world than fancy cars. We gon' live today, we might not see tomorrow. You gon' miss the galaxy, try and see the stars. Contemplate daily what's gon' get us far. No need to buy the world cause it's already yours. And I'm no longer searching for another reason. When I'm through with this earth, I might just rise up out the dirt and ball another season.
20s, 50s, 100s, I wanted, it's mine. Planning the purchase, I'm buying land in the purpose divine. Pull out a family, one roof to stack, it won't cost them a dime. Feel me up seeing my people eat, that's the mark of a done. Can't be losing focus in the clutch, that's gonna cost you your prime. I took precaution, man, been at work since I first saw the sign. X by my cursive and I ain't slipped since I dotted the line. Make sure the ethic match my ambition and wait for the time when drinks is on me. Thanks I don't need. I done had this plan since both jeans and long tees. No extended hands that didn't feed, I'm on freeze. Cause cause I ain't got the battery to spin, I'm low key. I done put my TK in 10 times, no lie, I did the job. Had to wash my hands on wind, lay down at night and get to God. It had been so many times inside, I thought when nothing left. I was on my way up thinking I would fall, but took a step. Turning practice to perfection.
What's good? I always do that. Damn. The microphone not on mute may help a little bit here, but I'm here to complain on behalf of the content creators and the subs because there ain't no damn content. So we're going to talk about some things that might be going on, may not be going on, and how we're going to come up with something to talk to y'all about to be entertaining. Because, man, I look at the YouTube streets and I'm like, oh, where are the beefs? They're not there. Where's the drama? Not there. So it's almost like, all right, so what kind of content do y'all want? You know what I'm saying? Like, without y'all like tapping in, then we ain't shit. Like I hear Ness sometimes say, yo, I'm not talking to my damn self. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody running around the channels right now to try to figure things out. Y'all might hear some hollering and screaming or whatever. You might get almost at the edge of your seat, like, oh God, there's gonna be a beef back and forth. I can't wait till somebody makes a video about it. And then nothing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I don't know what sector. I don't know what sector we're all caught up in right now, but hey, let's not call it beef. But anyway, what's up? I know I typed to y'all. Tall Slur, what's going on? VA Sagittarius, what's good? Tennessee Whiskey, it's always good to see you. Adrian's in the building with the headphones. I have faith in you. Hey, Adrian, what's up, Miss Senator? Be careful. Don't have faith in me because guess what? I got nothing. but I am going to talk about a few things. It's not even really content, just bringing it to y'all's attention because I said I'm going to start coming back out here at 1 o'clock again. So here I am at 1:30, so almost close. All right, so listen, I want to know who in here believes Eddie beefs. Like literally, who believes any beefs? Okay, if somebody says something over here, somebody says something over there, and then everybody's happy. And then during drags lately, like if there's a drag, I guess you can call these drags, but these people are laughing during their drags. Listen, if I'm pissed off at you and I'm cussing you out and I'm being very disrespectful, the last thing I'm gonna be doing is laughing. I mean, Jesus. I don't know. And I actually said to y'all, I said, I'm going to go into members only sometime this week and write a script. You know what I'm saying? And that actually goes into something I wanted to talk about where you got to become what the people want you to be. And I will give Lemon a little credit for reviewing his own damn video because I don't know. I don't think he would have done that, a while ago or whatever. But I've always kind of kept that as a page in my chapter. You know what I mean? Like if they want me to be, whatever, might as well be, right? So, like an avatar like this, envious Peter Griffin. Okay, well, here we are. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you just have to go in and feed into the bullshit, laugh at yourself. And I did say yesterday on the live that I was going to go out and try to create content and make myself content. And when I say that, that means I'm going to go to a panel and probably say something outrageous, but I'm not going to do like ZX. I'm not going to say something outrageous, throw a bunch of stones in a glass house, dip out of there and go live. Like I'm not doing that. Either it's going to be some big shit that'll wait to come up tomorrow, or it'll be bullshit. Okay. What's up, Tiffany Black? Tiffany Black, we got headphones on the chat. I love it. You said the critical thinking is all it takes and where it begins. Adrian, thank you. Bella, what you write down? How long you been live? Pizarro, I've been live for like maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes. That's all. And I'm just coming live real quick, Pizarro, like under an hour. So I'm most definitely coming over there and I'm going to hit your panel. How about that? I'm going to be a panel person, but I'm only going to hit a panel if I really like it. And Pizarro's like out of one of the 3 people that I actually like on this damn app. So anyway, listen, I'm just going to holler at y'all real quick. And I want to bring up something along the lines of Jesus Christ. Did you guys see the copyright? That's the only thing I saw like in the this morning. I think Lemon, I don't know. I think Lemon's video is back up, but what is the copyright? Now I don't think it's a strike or anything. I saw that the video was blocked, but I think that all he has to do is just take out. I have no idea what is the copyright, because I think the video is back up, because I was like, oh Jesus Christ, this again. You guys are gonna copyright thumbnails of a picture of himself. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes a whole lot of sense. It is what it is, right? Hey, shout out to Rick Reed. Shout out to Rick Reed. I said, hey, thank you so much for being a real troll, making something happen on the streets. But I was expecting Rick Reed to get turned up. I really did. And my thing was, y'all remember how low his mic was? And he explained that. He was like, my mic was really low and shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, no wonder why. And, like every 4th or 5th word we could hear Rick Reed in between. Lemon said he raggedy bitch, and, raggedy this and raggedy that. Okay, great. So I'm just giving you an example. I love the trolling part, but in that particular situation, the beef back and forth, like the drags, the reads, and this and that, it's kind of funny, it's interesting, but when Rick Reed has to say like Mr. Potato Head and stuff like that, he's not necessarily dragging. He's just having a good time, getting loud, entertaining the people a little bit. And I do think that a lot of people were like, well, why did Lemon end his live to go over there? I think that was part of the troll move too. Like, not only did, the whole incident happen via Rick Reed, but he also lured 450, 500 people over there to listen to his live and run his ass up. You know what I'm saying? So shout out. What'd you say? What's up? Noble? How you doing? Why under an hour? Tennessee whiskey, because I don't like to like regurgitate content. Like I'll be honest, every once in a while that there's a story, I will milk it for a little bit and sit here and talk about it. But right now, like I already know I can only give y'all an hour, because I'm just as frustrated too. Like, subscribers don't think that content creators get frustrated about not having content. We do. You know what I mean? And then we try to create it, and then somebody makes up, forgets the script, and we're all screwed. So that's why. Molly, what'd you say? Vic was probably playing every record label song. All he saw him screen share it in the more. Oh my God. Listen. Molly, the weirdest thing I've ever seen on this app. Lemon and a few of us, Vic, Lemon, me. I think this was like, I don't know how many weeks ago this was, but Vic, like, okay, so if you're up here, you can only let people up, down, put the banner up and shit like that if you're the content creator. But Vic, I don't know, he hacked into Lemon's Discord and started, or not Discord, but YouTube, and started taking it over, letting people up, throwing people down, putting banners up. I'm like, what the hell is going on, bro? They're just trying to, redirect to you. After we are all done with all that bullshit or whatever, by the time we were done, there was no after live, because I don't know what Vic was doing, but I don't know. We don't want to sit and watch you DJ for 4 hours, but that sucks. So I guess, but how would Vic's music, come on over to How would Vic's music affect Lemons? I have no idea. Mike GTV, what up, G? It's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. Jesus. Yeah, you've had a few rough times over here, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna go to members only live like tomorrow, whatever, and y'all can tell me what the hell to do. Because listen, I know that you guys are. I mean, when we start talking about Vegas, there ain't no content. As soon as I hear the word Vegas, I'm done. Like, how many times are we gonna hear that the motherfucking what you call it? The bus was missed. Honest Road was not cool until I met him. Lemon was walking crazy. Shakim brought he didn't bring a suitcase, he brought bags, and Ness wishes that trip never happened. Like, okay, like closed case. I don't know if we need to, how we buy people off the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, $20, $30, whatever the hell y'all pay to buy somebody off the panel. I wish I would, but but whatever y'all pay to buy somebody off the panel, can we start buying content off the panel? Like, could we start a price where, like, if somebody starts talking Vegas or some shit like that, we can give like a few dollars to move the topic along? That's what I want to know. Okay, that would be funny. Like, hey, like you can buy down the content creator. They got to sit backstage and let the content. What'd you say, Adrian? Rick Reed versus Level was kind of like Rodney versus a View. Food was being toyed with on one side. Adrian, right. But my thing is like, I don't want to sit and watch people pretend to be mad at each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not just them, it's everybody. Like, I talked a little bit about what happened on Ness's platform. I talked a little bit about people tearing up Pizarro's platform or whatever and being held accountable to, demonetizing a video, and how fines should be put in place if people don't know how to follow basic community guidelines when they come up to your platform. I did say that. What'd you say? I paid to drop pizza from her own panel before it was only for a pair of seconds. So what's up, Bella? What's up, RNY? I have no idea. I'm just guessing. All right, Molly. I have no idea either. Now, the funny thing is people aren't running over because they know that I'm not going to talk about shit. But as I said, I'm going to talk to y'all for about an hour, and then we're going to do our thing. Now, I will do this, right? I say all the time, as I said, I was like, be whoever they want you to be. So the only thing I can like give Lemon credit for really is going ahead and running back his own video and making fun of himself. Okay, like that's the name of the game. That's literally one of the pages out of my book. You know what I'm saying? I will make a whole rendition of my dumb ass for the sake of entertainment. I'll always jump on the grenade. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm bored. I literally almost canceled this live. I was like, all right, hold on. All right, it's getting 120, 121, 122. I'm like, oh my God, 8 more minutes. And I'm like, damn, I like to deliver a good show. I hate to be like a lazy content creator that's like, hey, y'all, what's going on? And then just, feed off of the chat. I like to have a show. You guys know how I am, like overly organized and somewhat boring because I feel like I got to go into the title and give y'all what the hell I said I'm going to give y'all in the damn title and in the community wall. Bella, what'd you say? Yeah, that's so immature and petty. Who does things like that? Grow up already. Adrian, true. I was actually trying to be a team player with that comment. No, I got you, Adrian. You're good. Listen, I need those comments, especially on a day like this. Tweety, what's good? TSW, hopefully you're doing good. I haven't seen you in a few days, so hopefully everything's going well in your life. I appreciate you coming through. All right, so basically, as I said, like, it doesn't matter if the red ball's on or if the red ball's off or anything like that. You saw the team up action when RNY had that fight between Jessica B and Pizarro. You saw TRX go ahead and steal that video and upload it to somewhere. And I went back and forth and got teamed up him 11 versus Envy on getting some shit taken down that could have messed up RY's channel. So that goes with no respect or anything like that. If you get messy with somebody behind the scenes and they attack somebody you're trying to be cool with, I don't rock with that. So I'll try not to do that either. Hey, Barn Dog, do you is that Barn Dog 1 or Barn Dog like your regular account, is that gone? Bella, what'd you throw out here? Hold on a second. What the hell is that? What is that? Is that like a salt and pepper shaker? Let me know. All right. So now I will say again, and not in a million years that I think that somebody would review their embarrassing video. But you know what? It is what it is. And as I said, like, it doesn't matter if you got your red ball off or on or whatever. We have everything that ever existed on the internet. So just chill out about that. These people run around with like 5 or 6 terabytes worth of shit. You just got to know who to call, who to get a hold of. You said I use them both, bro. Okay, Barn Dog. That's why I modded up both, so you can come in however you feel like it, right? So I'm trying to figure out, right, if y'all need the hollering and screaming, because I know when people run over here. I know other content creators know when people run over to their channels that it's usually like, drama sells, right? There's either got to be a storyline or there's got to be a smooth cuss out that's only going to last for a few hours. Because we already know in a few hours they're going to be on each other's panel laughing and acting like it was all a joke. So do you think that people are playing in our faces, or do you think that people are writing scripts, or do you think that this is the real way that they are? Oh, it's just the internet. It's just an application. I'm so tired of hearing that excuse. Oh, it's just an application. It's internet. I don't care. We're supposed to beef. Okay. Like I'm going to hate like manufacturing a beef with somebody just because, you know what I'm saying? Because like, if I do it, I'll go out with a bang. I'll be diabolical. I'll get struck and I'll be up out of here. Okay. That's the best way. When y'all don't see me in the beef sector anymore, that just means I went out with a bang. Who do you talk about? The person that wrecked their car and passed away? Or do you talk about the person that went to the club, popped bottles, went outside and had a shootout with the police and all this other stuff? You talk about that person because that person is the villain hero, right? So I'm going to go out with a bang. Not yet. I'm not leaving y'all yet. But at the same time, hey, when I do, ooh, Jesus. I don't have to play politics or anything else. I don't have to read Molly's text, none of that other shit or whatever. It just is going to be what it is, right? And then people always say, hey, you think what sector you're a part of? All of them. Look at my banner. I don't say I'm a part of shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the B sector. Shout out to the Vote 3 sector. Really, that's the only people I fuck with anyway. Every once in a while, I go to the prison sector or whatever. It is what it is. Molly, what'd you say? He reviewed it, but also didn't review it at the same time. It's like he was watching something different from what we saw. It was bizarre. I know. When I'm like, where did this commentary, or I said, not commentary. I said, where did this part of the video come from? It was like an AI reenactment, Molly. It was almost like, okay, let me put this episode into AI and tell them, don't make me look too embarrassing. Don't let me look too gay. Don't let me look too drunk or whatever. And then AI, Chat GPT, Canva, whatever, spit the shit out that we got to watch. But at the same time, Molly, I do have to say, if somebody's willing to watch their bullshit video or whatever, I salute them. It is what it is, right? What's up, Davna? Playing the faces and doing it for content. Well, my thing is like there's significant things that I think people should have been bad at. Like, if you come on my platform and act like a complete ass, you demonetize a video, I'm not going to your spot. Hey, homie, what's up? Nah, there ain't no, hey, homie, what's up? I'm going to get with my people and members only, my mods and everything, and I'm going to tell them how bad we're going to wreck house and what's going to happen because of it, right? We might have to sit down for 7 days because we might hurt somebody's feelings. Like the dumbest thing, the weirdest thing to strike somebody for is bullying and harassment. Like bullying and harassment, just log off. How the hell can you have bullying and harassment if you're not here? These people like they pretend like this is like a physical space. I'm at the clubhouse over at Envy's. You can leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm at Lemon Land. I'm with the finessers. I'm with the incels. If you're offended, leave. There is no harassment and bullying. Okay. And I don't understand where YouTube or Google or whatever doesn't understand that. Like I don't get it. Like click off. You don't even have to say goodbye. You don't have to drive home. You don't have to come up with other plans. You don't have to do shit. Just leave. Let's see here. The LOL, all of them. You know what? I'll even put myself in the group. I don't really play in faces, but I don't know. I wouldn't say I lie either, but listen, members only, we're going to write a script because I always promise that we have a storyline within a storyline. I've never done it, ever. And everybody always says, you know, play runner, I run plays, I chase clout, and all this. We all chase clout, you dumbasses, because we're content creators. So we go to people's panels or whatever to see what the hell is going on. And, you know, a lot of us just want to be seen, honestly. So if you guys want content, then there's going to be a lot of clout chasing. So, you know, sorry, but not sorry. I have a problem dropping in chats and hitting links anyway, but whatever. Molly, let's go. What's Davina down there saying? Davina saying, what's happening? You said, Molly, it took all I had not to get blocked again. Hey, Davina, I'm there's only two places you could be talking about. Oh, you probably got blocked over there at Lemon Land back in the day. Well, hopefully you got out of Lemon Land jail. Okay, not the OGs. Let me clear. Beef sector has just basically changed, evolved. Well, the beef sector, Adrian, has changed and evolved. I get it. I know that content creators back in the day, they used to make their video and then they would upload it. Then they would make another video and they would upload it. And I know that there were call-in shows and stuff like that. So, I mean, but it's a new age, right? Like what's the main thing that you all want to see? Scratching on the panel, you could say, oh yeah, you know, that person got bodied, that person got read down, or whatever the case may be. You know, is that the type of content y'all want to see? I don't know. Because my thing is I'm asking y'all because I have the same damn question, right? Because it's dried up. Okay, it is. It is. As I said, if we have to go to Vegas or we got to go to wherever, shit, I'm waiting for original. You know, Washington D.C. gate, whatever the hell it is. I love working in the background. Well, see, Bella, I always work in the background. That's why I'm not good at the microphone and being real entertaining on this bitch, is because I've lived my entire life, my career, all that other shit, making the moving parts happen and putting somebody out here to do this. The main reason I do YouTube, Bella, is basically I get tired of people saying, well, you don't do anything, you know, that puts you out there, or you don't take any risks or whatever. I want to be able to go into rooms and be like, dude, I'm tired of being the guy behind the scenes for 25 years. Yeah, I'm out here. So at that point, then we can have that conversation. Protect your peace and your privacy. Absolutely, as you should. I want to see content that makes sense. Right, Tweety. And the thing is, though, if you watch 3 or 4 content creators give you content about the same thing, they're going to be 3 or 4 different ways that the story is told. So I completely understand. And I do my best. I don't know if y'all know, like, why I do the 1 o'clock and the 5 o'clock show, but I try to pull everything together. I literally try to take last night and then going into today, create some content, throw it out there in the streets, and then let the streets handle it. Then we can bring it back here, laugh about it, and then we move on. Like, I can't redo it. What do you want? You know, you want me to talk about the Shaw G thing? No, not happening. You guys want me to talk about the email? No, not happening. You guys want me to talk about Vegas? No, not happening. But one thing that we do need to check up on, which I will do today, was the Queen 88 and Jade fight. Apparently Jade got beat up, but you know, there's biased people, and we all know what the Mo 3 sector does: pull up and they will beat you up. So apparently I will figure out exactly who won, if there's a video out there, if somebody's got a busted lip or whatever the case may be. But I will definitely bring that over. And I know in the B sector, it's not like, oh my gosh, there's a Mo 3 story. We really give a shit, because y'all don't give a shit. But this, you might, especially if I can get a fight video, okay? And as I said, I don't know who won or not. Every time somebody has a fight, like out there in the street or whatever, they look like nothing ever happened. If I'm going to fight somebody, I want you to look terrible for about a week. But these women always come on there. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, I fought yesterday. We're like, pop the camera on. Ain't no fight, looking like nothing. But anyway, wait, Vegas is still, yes. We heard about Vegas like for 2 days now. I can't believe it. We heard about walking. We heard about, smoking outside. We heard that Lolo was in her room most of the time. We heard about missing the party bus. We heard about Shaquem and Lemon staying back because they didn't have the right clothes on. I mean, basically Vegas repeated, which is the go-to when we ain't got shit to talk about, which I can't complain that we're talking about Vegas because we are not making any content. Okay. And I'm literally going to ask you all and then hold y'all accountable, my true supporters. What kind of content do you want? Because we will create it here. Okay. We're not lazy. Anyway, all right. Would you say not scratching on the panel, but at least real beefing? Right. Content creators are scared to drag each other nowadays. Right. They are, because of all the politics. And their recappers only talk about who they like. That's why Lemon stays friendly with the recappers. Well, see, my thing is, Davna, I have never seen so many people that are it's weird. Like, I'm a recapper. I mean, I'll put that on myself. I mean, sometimes I create brand new content. I try to do as much as I can, but I got to put myself in that category. Now, the recapping is the most biased thing I've ever seen in my life. And then who somebody talks about in any recaps, I'm not just talking about YTC. I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about, other people that do recaps like Tulsa and let's see, Dimples that, goes on the community wall and tells us all what's happened all day, every day. Usually it's egregious, but at the same time, there is no real beef, Davna. And it's like, I can't even listen to a drag anymore. I'm like, okay, let me tune in and hear this drag over here at, so-and-so's place, Ness's place, Lemon's place, whatever. And I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, and I'm going to use one of the things that Lemon says. I want my money back, from the movie. That didn't make any sense. I want my money back. I want my beef sector buddy back. And see, Davna, doesn't that make you feel like somebody's taking something away from you? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you build up a beef in your head and then all of a sudden it's happy-go-lucky, don't you start pulling back from all this then? That's why I haven't been live. I'm not going to sit here and make up something and say, oh, I got busy at work and I did this. No, because I haven't been motivated to go live. This shit is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, like, the best I can do is like I used to do, is tell people I'm going to troll you. I'm going to do this, this, and this. They're not going to believe it. We're going to get away with it and whatever. I will bring content here, but you guys are going to tell me before I get off this damn hour live what you guys want to see, because I will bring it. We got about 25 more minutes to go, and we will be over at Pizarro's. Now, anybody from other sectors, I know you're here. I know you're here because you tell me when I go over to the prison sector, the manosphere, and all that other shit. Oh, I watched your show or whatever. So listen, I know I'm not gonna have like the a gazillion people in here. People don't do that YouTube stuff for me. Share, talk about, like, none of that. So we got what we got over here. We press the go live button, and here we are. But as I said, I know that they're in the clouds, so therefore, I always recommend where they should go. And then, unfortunately, when I recommend where some of my true people that are in the clouds should go, they come back to me and they say, okay, well, what was that? What happened? I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm just telling you to go there. Give me another shot. You said, like I was telling Ness, Tracy hated SB and Five Babe. Yes, but she still reported on them. She was our only news lady back then in the day, FY or NV FYI. I did hear that. I absolutely did hear that. And my thing is once you become a reporter, then you don't care about beefs. Because at that point, then you can talk about everybody. Unless you're like a mod wrench type person. I need a wrench in everybody's channel. Well, guess what? If your dumbass takes a wrench to everybody's channel, you're supposed to be loyal, not talk bad about them. So it can be a gift and a curse. Let's see. We got Sour Patch. We got we got Sour Patch. What's up, Ness? How you doing? I appreciate you. We're just having a little quick one over here because we ain't got shit going on. Okay. And I just mentioned you because I was like, Ness feels the same way I do, that you can't be talking to nobody. You know what I mean? Because right now we're talking to 63 people and I'm gassed. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where are y'all? I know that, and you know what? The like button is free for the bushes, from the sky, from anywhere. Hit the damn thing, all right? So we can get some people in here. You got a few solid speak up subbies over here, kind of like Ron. Yeah, yes, I do. And the crazy thing is I know that I have core supporters when they don't know I'm there. Like, and even people that type about me all the time, like F him and he's boring and all this and that. When it does come down to it, I do see y'all woo banging for me sometimes sometimes from I would say the clouds, but sometimes in the chat. You know what I mean? Great live, Ness. I like the type of teaching. Molly, I did watch the live, and I'm glad that Ness is doing that, and I'm glad she's even doing it more on members only. But as I said, like, members onlys and stuff are hard to do because when you're talking to like 4 or 5 people that have time to be there, because members only doesn't like send out notifications. Yeah, I know how hard it is. It's hard for me to talk to y'all right now because it's not explosive. It's not like, woo, damn. After the show, you feel that content creator high, like, damn, I just punched out a show and I want to duplicate that. Great live. What'd you say? There's Sean G. Or no, my bad. Jesus Christ. That's Trish. Trish, your logo looks like Sean G's, right? And I heard somebody talking about you today. I don't know what the hell you did. I think Ness talked about you. I don't know what the hell you did. Wherever you were, you talked about something. I didn't catch it because I was working, and I had like one earpiece at work and the other earpiece at Ness's, and I don't know what the hell you did. But anyway, I figured Sean G would come through eventually because I did talk about him, and he probably went back to both 3 sectors. He's like, yeah, the Envy, they brought him up or whatever, and then he probably learned. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where everybody at, but I shared it out. I appreciate that, Ness. No, I know it's not about where everybody's at. I promise you, it's about the content. Because people rely on the fact that I will bring you content. I appreciate you sharing it out. And Ness, I gotta reach out to you. Okay. I'm gonna tell everybody in public or whatever. I'm gonna reach out to Ness and go over a couple things. You know what I'm saying? We might twist and turn some content. I don't know. Just it is what it is. Before somebody comes up with some content, a narrative or whatever about me reaching out to Ness, I'm going to. Okay. Pretty simple. Let's see here. Not Trish looks Sean G. Have you seen Sean G's new logo? He used to come out here as himself, But now he's got like literally Shish Trish's logo looks exactly like his. Did you make those, Trish? Because at now, now that we hear about TRX all the goddamn time and like the banners and the this and that, are you sure that you made those those flyers, those banners, those whatever the hell they were back in the day? Maybe that was some other shit that you were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like being the artiste. So now I think that we found out that TRX made the banner. So I don't know why the hell you were pushing this Shish Trish brand out there with these damn banners and shit, because now we don't believe you. I'm literally just trying to piss you off, even though it doesn't work. No, I am Sean G for the culture. Oh yeah. I'm tripping. Yeah, it's long live 3. I'm tripping. So Sean G, basically, I was actually talking about you the other day because like we missed, in the sector what was going on. Damn, I think I saw you out there. Damn, who were you out there with the other day? I'm not quite sure. But yeah, hold on a second. I'll talk about that in a second. Let me get through my other shit. So what did you say about me? Oh, what did I say about you? Like Sean G. Basically, what I said was we missed each other on the Mode 3 content. Here's exactly what I said about you. Okay. I said that because somebody asked you, I forget. Oh, Lemon asked you, hey, do you know the big homie Envy for the Mode 3 sector over there? That's I was basically countering that because you said you didn't know me. And I've been around, like I came into the game right around the Ratchet Skull, MHB and whatnot. And I was saying that there are bloggers. And what I mean by bloggers, Mo3 bloggers, you probably heard us say that, were the people that talked about the man while he was alive. So here's how I basically ran through it, right? I was like, you were around the bloggers, which makes you obviously even more of a original. And then I said, Sean G went to jail on federal probation. And I said, when Sean G came back out, he had, the 2 ankle monitors or whatever. He was probably on house arrest or whatever the case may be. And he was over at his own channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, how's he going to be familiar with me if he's not running around the sector? The only time that I really interacted with Sean G is like when we were going back and forth about that VS shit and the beef sector coming over to the Mo3 sector, that kind of shit. Then I was like, I pretty much like stayed live while Sean was in jail or whatever. But then I took a little break when he came back out. And I said, literally, all I've heard so far, because I've always been tight with Not on My Watch and Mink and all them. I said, basically, the last thing I've heard about Sean G would be the recent laptop gate. Now, I don't know, Sean G, if you know that the beef sector calls everything gate. So if I say gate, that's what I mean, gate. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy because that was just the wrong person to ask. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I stay out of the case part of it as much as I possibly can. Now, I know people are going to think that's crazy. Oh, my God. You're talking about, hold on. Let me put them up here real quick. Hold on while I'm talking about them. Jesus. All right, here we go. So basically, like I also said, hey, when the beef sector and the Mo3 sector were having kind of an issue, I went over to Pizarro's. I put this damn avatar up there. I was in the middle of the damn, panel, doing my thing, talking to IGT, talking to Nurse K, talking to everybody for the Mo3 sector from the beef sector panel, because I was like, it's not that serious. Like, you don't want to beef with the Mo3 sector, and Mo3 sector doesn't want to beef with the beef sector. I'm like, it's no big deal. I sat up there like this because that's where I come from. But as I said yesterday, which Molly was like, oh yeah, you want some kind of prize, you want some kind of cake and some kind of party and this and that, or whatever the case may be, because you said that you were going to go represent the beef sector wherever you go. No, I don't give a shit. How many times have I cross-sectored everything? How many times have I called myself Mo Beef? How many times have y'all seen like this over and over and over and over and over again, right? I always associate myself with multiple sectors. So anybody that has a problem with that, I don't give a shit. Chill. Don't deal with it, whatever. But one of the things that I think was funny that people didn't see yesterday is we always try to stay ahead of the content. We really, really do. So, like, I remember, I'm not gonna put this up again. This is the retirement of the no shirt on Camgate. So basically, I was gonna push that narrative. I promise. Like, I'm here to agitate people. I am original troll. You know what I'm saying? I will never, ever, ever. I was here before I was in Mo 3 before Polar Gang and all that other shit. So I'm always gonna troll. It's in my blood in this bitch. But I remember making this shirt because I was gonna try to push the narrative of Stefan and who else? Jay Wilson, Rick Reed, and other people that Lemon was no shirt gate. And hey, and nothing ever happened. Week 1 went by after I showed the shirt, and week 2 went by, week 3 went by. I'm like, okay, whatever. All right, this is never going to be content. And boom, here we are. No shirt on Camgate. Like, this was made maybe like 2 months ago, y'all. Okay, so I try to predict the commentary. All right. Yeah. It does. What's up? What's good, Vibrant? And let's see. All that matters is that I'm over here now. That's what's up. Hey, and Sean G, I knew you were over here anyway because you were kicking it with Phi Babe, you were kicking it with Tracy, you were kicking it with some folks over there or whatever. But I'll tell you this, Sean G. Listen, bruh. This is the place to be. Okay, it really is. And you're going to see why. I'm going to give you like another 2 weeks or whatever. Then you could come back and be like, "Hey, man, why the hell did Envy say that I should be over here?" Sean, take it from me. Being doing Mo 3 content for like 5 years. The beef sector is where you don't leave. Don't leave. You'll see what happens, Sean. Sean D, what's good again? Oh, you guys are Sean said, hey, Ness. So the good thing is we're gonna have some storyline, even if I gotta write the script about Sean G and Ness. I mean, it's coming, right? I mean, what's up, Cola James? What's up, Vibrant? We might as well just say it because that's the next up. You know what I mean? Anything. Listen, Ness and Sean G, please do anything. I don't give a damn what it is. We'll fly you there. Okay? Please. we need something because I was going to take advantage of Laptop Gate. I really was. I mean, I was talking to Big. I was talking to Ratchet. I was talking to Down About Watch. I was talking to everybody else. But like, to be honest with you, I was bored with Laptop Gate. I didn't really give a shit. If Sean G took the one moment he took it to the airport, the next moment he threw it in a dumpster, the next moment he put it, he took it home and got the insurance money on track my iPad or iMac or whatever the hell it was or whatever. I just couldn't pull out like the details. Literally, the only thing I came up with that I was going to try to make a story was I was going to have Ratchet's dumbass, snitching ass, lame ass Ratchet come over here and say, hey, I downloaded all that information. You know what I'm saying? And I was going to make it be a little bit more dramatic because like the dates were all over the place. Hey, the last time that Sean G, hit up Mo 3 was in 2019 and then he didn't have text until 2021. What was going on with them? I'm like, God damn, man, I can't. You know, that who told what and who did this. Then you got Duke Farrell running around the streets or whatever after he goes on Crime Stoppers and all that other shit to get everybody locked up in Dallas. I don't know what's going on with people. I just was like, it is what it is. Does anybody, Sean, oh man, I thought this lady was pretty, okay. Not a chance I'm doing nothing with YouTubers again. Why you don't go do it? And because Ness, we might listen, who cares if you do it or you don't? At this point, we need to write a script. And as I said, I literally always tell people exactly what I'm doing. They just don't believe it until it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sean, can you help us out with the all bet? I just thought the lady was pretty. No, you're good. Sean, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. I forget who you were out there with. I'm tripping. You were at his show. Oh my God. What shit. You turn on the camera, you were at his show. I forget. You know what I mean? I'm deep into the Atlanta entertainment scene. I literally don't know much about Dallas at all. But shout out to Dallas because, some talent's coming out of there. Even though I go back and forth with RY about Texas, it is what it is. I call it the Juneteenth state. I call Texas the Juneteenth state. That's what I do. All right, yeah. Why would I do? Okay. See, look. The ladies are like, hold on, Sean G. Hold on, Sean G. And Sean G, you're definitely gonna want to be over here. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Not just in the beef sector at my channel. You know what I'm saying? It's funny as hell, right? Sean G, when you go over to both three sector, they're like, hey, you're hanging out with all of those LGBTQIA people. And I always laugh when people say that. I'm like, don't you understand that 93% of my viewers are women? So you're telling me that I'm hanging out with the LGBTQIA people, but 95% of my subscribers, supporters are women? Okay. Put two and two together. It's pretty much a shoe-in if you're around people of a different lifestyle that there's going to be beautiful women around, period. I don't care what anybody says. Your best advocate, you know how you call people wingmen and shit like that, like where your homies got to distract the other girls so that you can, do your thing with the one that you're really interested in, like a wingman. The best wingman out here in the world, a gay individual, because guess what, that gay man could say, hey, he's comfortable with himself and he's got the confidence, and he's not and he can hang out with me without worrying about that bullshit. And then the women, they don't have any feeling on the fact that they're gonna be accosted or anything like that, so they chop it up with him, so you get the best of both worlds. You could be friends with him, but he's also gonna be your advocate, best wingman best wingman out there. From now on, I won't say nobody that pretty dope. They pretty. Sean, please stop it. Like, yeah, you are. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Sean will pop his camera on like for a couple seconds, be like, look at me, you know what I'm saying? And then he'll show the stage and shit. And then you'll go back to Avatar world, and it is what it is. But I know the ladies like you. I'm never gonna in my life be a hater. So I'm glad you're over here. Scoop them all up, okay, please. Because as I said, laptop gate is over. I don't know what's going on with the baby mother and all this other shit or whatever. I try to listen to him talk about you a little bit. But I just don't do the gossip when it comes like down to that. Sean G likes this person. He's with this baby mother, but he's in Atlanta. Like, I can't do it. I'm not that kind of dude. I'm never gonna come up here and report on any of that bullshit because I don't care. Let's see, what'd you say? People are people as long as they don't try me and respect that I'm not one of them, ain't no problem. Right, Sean, here's what I say. If you give respect, you get respect. Right? I do not care what somebody's lifestyle is. I just literally ask for that, common respect. Now, there are individuals, fuck it. I was going to say there are individuals, but Jay Wilson said that he's boycotting my channel because I don't like to talk about gay things. And he said he's boycotting my channel because I don't like to be on platforms where they're going too gay. And I'm like, why? Like, why would I sit on a platform? It's not my conversation. It really isn't what you guys are talking about. I can't relate. So just because and I said, I'll be right back. I said, let me go ahead and exit for right now. This isn't my type of conversation. I'll be back. And, you don't want to talk about gay things, but you're over here in the beef sector. And no, I don't. Whether you want me to or not. And my thing is, I'm not going to go to a person of that particular lifestyle and start talking about me with women. They don't want to hear that shit, and I don't want, it's mutual respect from there. Some of the homies are gay. You know what I mean? Rick Reed's the homie, and he's gay. So it is what it is. You're right, Sean. I've never seen you be a hater about anything unless you were tearing somebody out the frame. You know what I mean? Are you saying there's fine women that be? Absolutely. I'm saying there's fine women. Why would I not say there's fine women in the beef sector? You got to be blind to not think that there's fine women in the beef sector. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, and have you seen a dude drop in here except for Barn Dog today and Molly? You know what I'm saying? No, you haven't. I thought that was Trish the entire time. Let me go, Mama. I know. Yeah, I know. I was like, oh my God, no, not, not Trish. But see, here's my thing. Let me look at something real quick. Hold on a second. Do me a favor, because I don't want to get trolled like in the morning. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. All right. Hey, I had to go check to see if that was Sean, because I did not want motherfucking Trish to talk about me all day. On behalf of Sean being here, we'll go ahead and go with this background. You know what I'm saying? We will go with this background for now, because we're always representing over here. Call them out. Who do you want me to call out? You said, what the fuck are gay things? Cola, like, I'm talking about, like, when they're talking about what are gay things? Like when they're starting to talk about just what, who they went out with, and you've heard heterosexual conversations, guys night out, women's night out. What we talk about, just put it in the the same sex category, and that's what they talk about. So that's what I'm saying. Like, why would I, hey, I just started dating so and so, and so and so is doing this and that. We went on an adventure or whatever. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Call them out. I don't know who to call out. What am I going to call out? Jay Wilson for having Castro and them other folks, Rico, Castro, and Brian as his only content, and mad at me that I don't want to be involved in it. I mean, it is what it is. Jay Wilson came to the beef sector code. Yeah, he was mad at me about that too, as a straight man, until Wiley Horse kicked him out of the closet. So he has some nerve. See, that's what I say too. I told Jay Wilson that to his face. I said, do you want to be me? Like, do you want to be like me? Just because people, just because people respect the masculinity that I have and that I'm a straight man, like, are you bad that you are not me? Like, I think that that's his problem, and he gets so bad. I'm telling you, and I'm like, bro, just chill. I'm straight. It's okay to be straight, bro. It's okay for you to be gay. It's okay for me to be straight. Call out the 5 women for research purposes. I thought so. Also, what do you got? I've seen a few dimes, but not in abundance. Well, I will tell you this: be careful talking to an avatar. I've seen people so many times talking to a catfish avatar. Like, they cuff them, they make sure they're in their lives. They throw a bunch of hearts in there. Listen, be careful when you throw hearts and all that other shit to Avatar, because someday they might come out and be like, you've been, all of a sudden you're expecting, hey, I really appreciate it, and then all of a sudden that person gets on the panel and says, hey, it's been good talking to you for a few months. What would you do? It's happened many a times, I'm telling you. But it is what it is. And anybody coming in, if you're not used to my commentary, you're not used to the show, trust me, it gets better than this. I'm just finding a lot of nothing to talk about. All right. But usually I don't do that. You said, okay, oh yeah, the avatars almost got me at first. Hey, listen, and it is what it is, Trish. And it is what it is, youngest. Now, I'm not talking about the youngest that y'all know that comes out like she is herself or whatever. But let me tell you what, Trish calls youngest her executive troll, right? So now for the executive troll, he changed into a woman's picture and came to the Mo3 sector and did the most flirtatious shit I've ever seen in my life. Every other damn comment was about flirting with a dude. Oh, yeah, hey, do you really look like that? Hey, I saw you on camera. Oh, hey, you're fine, and this and that. Folks were having full conversations with youngest, full conversations. Like, I thought that they were ready to fly each other out and shit. The chats that I saw, and then all of a sudden they went over to Trish's, and the dude was a man. You know how many people were pissed off? Oh man, oh my god, because people were screenshotting people were screenshotting the chat and all this other thing. If you want to get close to somebody, listen, get your ass off of here. We all have an iPhone, or we all have an Android, we all have StreamYard, we all have some shit where you can turn on that camera and make sure that that person has been cleared. That would be my only advice to y'all. Okay. Oh yeah, young. Yes, yeah, young MIA. Exactly. Isn't that weird, Molly? I mean, who would want to be hit on by a bunch of men? Like when you're a man, and then come back and be like, no, hell no, I love women. I'm completely straight. I couldn't have a man talk to me in a fashion that would make that individual think that we have any kind of thing going forward. Me personally, I don't think that that's a joke. I don't think it's funny, but it is what it is, Let's see. Yesterday I talked about, okay, so let's go into my last little thing here. I said I'm gonna give y'all an hour. I'm already at an hour and 1 minute. All right. Now, hopefully the mods heard about the the power that I'm adding. I'll just do it real quick. I want the moderators paid by any means necessary. But I said, while you monitor the chat, you can basically put headphones in there and stop me at any given time, and I will I will respond to a comment that has some validity that y'all want me to respond to. And then the second thing I said, I'll respond immediately to something out in the streets. Like, I'm not saying you have to be bone carriers or whatever, but if I miss some kind of content, if a mod asks me to talk about it, I don't care if Jesus is sitting next to me, I'll talk about it. And I said, you will also have access to privated content. I mean, most of it. I'll give you clips and all that other good shit. You have access to Moderators Lounge. You got access to Moderators Only channel. And I'm going to make an official commercial to put all y'all cash apps out there. So I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to talk about that one more time. I said that was my last thing, but I got one more thing. What did I write down here? Okay. Wrote down a pile of nothing. But anyway, we feel bad. Let me see here. The hollering and screaming. Now, what kind of content is going to bring hundreds of y'all in this bitch? Okay, because I already know when there's a beef back and forth, like every time I beef, like there's 150 people waiting before I even push the go live button. Okay. Oh yeah, young MI, you're right. I don't like donating to someone for living the clean Christian life when seeing them cussing and drunk on a panel. I know who you're talking about or whatever, but my thing is I can't literally sit here and tell anybody what their journey is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you're going to hell if you have a drink. I don't think you're going to hell if you use a couple cuss words or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't necessarily judge, and I don't even let people pray for me because I don't know what God they're praying to. I don't know what's going on with their situation, but if you don't see that Ness has bettered herself, then you, I'm not talking about just you. I mean, people are blind. But guess what? I already said, like, people are always going to go back to their brand because that's what they know. You don't want to lose all your supporters because you changed everything that you do. Like, you know what? Everybody was like, oh, I love Sober Lemon. Like, people were saying that because they wanted the best for them. But, for entertainment purposes out here on the YouTube streets, no, you like Drunk Lemon. Okay. Because that's how you got these damn videos and whatnot. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Like, Ness, you want her to come on here and talk about church, well-being, spiritual health, mental breaks, getting in touch with your inner self and all that. You don't want to hear that. Absolutely not. As soon as you see that's in a platform, you want her to cuss somebody out. You want somebody to say something about her, so she goes to her platform and does what she does or whatever. No matter what you do, you got to hold on to your brand. My dumbass tried to talk about college football. That ain't working. Pizarro tried to talk about conspiracies. Nobody cared. You know what I'm saying? So there's you got to hold on to that brand, unfortunately. And I don't think that Ness is drinking like that because she said, "Hey, I got drunk that one night and I learned my lesson because I had such a hangover or whatever." Now, you didn't drink a bottle of what's that shit called? Fire. What the fuck is that shit? The shit that you take a shot of that Lemon drank a whole bottle of fire whatever the hell it is. I don't drink the shit. But anyway, you said the definition of what fine women are in the beef sector leaves me scratching my head most of the time, but that's just my opinion. It is what it is, right? I guess as of right now, like I said, we're going by avatars. How many people came up with the beef sector? Let me see. What woman on a consistent basis comes up? Mo Better? Let's see. Somebody else? No. So yeah, as of right now, we could all be getting catfished or whatnot. So help me. The last thing I want to let's see. I feel bad. Yeah, I do feel bad that I'm not bringing content. I do. And I get my loyal supporters. I probably got about 50 loyal supporters, right? And that's all I asked for. And I'm going to ask you all directly, what in the hell do you want the content to be? You know what I mean? Because if you go start some shit on listen, if I want content, I make myself content by going on somebody's panel, talk about a certain thing and then getting the conversation to go in that direction. And then after the conversation goes in that direction, I'm going to bring it back to my channel and chop it up. So what in the hell kind of content y'all want? Okay, because I have seen people talk about spiritual health. I have seen people talk about, TV series or whatever. But is that what direction y'all want to go in? Because I think that a lot of people in the beef sector, especially subscribers, are almost scared to say, hey, this is what we want to see, because they feel like they're going to get played in their faces. They're going to take one content creator's side. Let's say me and Ness are arguing and you start woo banging for me or woo banging for her. Her and I make up, which all content creators do, because I haven't seen a real beef between content creators, no matter what sector I'm in. They make up and then you feel like an asshole. Like, don't ever take a content creator's side if they're beefing. All right, just pretend it's not even happening. You're going to be the third wheel, look like an asshole. They're going to be sitting down having drinks, and your sorry ass is going to be in a booth waiting for a drink. All right. Let's see here. Who we got? We got Diana. Hey, Diana, hopefully everything is good. I haven't seen you in a few days, but hey, I know that you live a good life, so hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Thanks for coming back. Not bringing content versus content about not invalid, engaging content for the moment. Yeah. My thing is, thank you, Ness, for sharing me out. Like, that's cool. Listen. This is definitely this is a safe Pizarro and safe Nest place. Okay, that's it. And it is what it is. But not bringing content versus content, right? I usually rely on it because I know I'm not that entertaining. I never tried to be like, oh yeah, a bunch of wordplay, telling jokes. Y'all are laughing and doing this and doing that. So I got to win the game with content. I got to bring the best content so that some people slide over here. But see, I don't care if I got 2 people in here or 2 million people in here. If you're a real content creator, you already know we make most of our money off of replay gang. All right. Because that's where our commercials and whatnot happen. So don't ever get discouraged about the number of people that are in your chat, because then look at your numbers in a couple hours and it'll be more than people that had 200 or 300 in the chat. Because after they're live, nobody gives a shit anymore, because you get to see the same person on every panel all day. Why go to their channel? They're going to tell you all their content on 9 different panels. And then by the time they get to their channel, you're like, I don't give a shit what you talk about. You've been playing in my face all day. You know what I mean? Yep. Looking, let me see. That's the journey is not mine or anyone else's. That's what Black Girls Code. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Like, how in the hell could we sit down and tell Ness how she, what her relationship with God is? And also, I say, like, how can we sit down and also judge what people do behind the scenes? Like, if we see in front of the scenes some people that are making up too fast or this and that, we know that they worked it out behind the scenes. So I'm never going to sit and be like, you know what, if they agreed on, having a truth, making amends, whatever, we could come out here and say, what about this person that exposed their friends? What about this person that did this and that? Well, we weren't on the phone call, the FaceTime, the whatever, after the damn show to hear the behind the scenes thing. So I don't judge that either. I don't really look at, okay, well, Ness and Shakim are cool now, even though Shakim said this and did that. Listen, if they want to be cool, great. There's just certain people I'll never be cool with, but that's just me. I'm not like everybody. Yep, looking like the fool. Yeah, the fool wheel. yeah, sitting on the upper deck watching 2 content creators argue when your dumbass picked one side. I got a few of those people, and you're in the clouds right now. You fucked up. Okay, like there's an individual that was a major supporter or whatever that felt like they thought that I had a real beef with a content creator and running around. I don't support envy because I support the other person now. I don't support envy because I support the other person now. Meanwhile, you're writing Bible verses and paragraphs out of random books and shit on my description. I thought you weren't coming around. Stop writing. Okay, don't tag me, don't write, I don't care, go away. You know who you are. Anyway, sub CCs have all the content with no pull engagement factor. Make it make sense. The only engagement factor, Adrian, that I could say that I have is I try to communicate with all my comments. I really do, because comments to me typically they miss the luxury of having a voice. And what I mean is, missing the luxury of having a voice is, you could type, but it's one thing to type and not even see your comment. And it's another thing to type and have the content creator actually take you serious enough to, incorporate what you are typing into their commentary. You're boring today. Go to take a nap now. Okay, cool. I know that trifecta. I'm the one that said I'm boring today. Okay. 121 people, I'm sure, agree with you. So, shout out to your nap. These people love trying to measure someone's walk with God. They're main ones that are living hellish lifestyles. Listen, I live a hellish lifestyle and I'm great with God. God just gives me a pass a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? Reconciliation is something else, boy. Let's see. We're here. Hey, Miss Magnificent. Miss Magnificent is in the building, okay with dropping down. And as I say, no matter how much you hate me, nobody's going to know that you hit the like button. I swear on everything. Nobody will know. Okay. You don't even have to tell on yourself or nothing like that. Just hit the like button and everything will be great. I'll come up on your feed. Just unsubscribe if you hate me that much. All right. Hey, thank you for the headphones. I appreciate that. Y'all remember to throw the headphones up. Hey, Mo Betta, I was thinking about you yesterday because you're a testimony to the fact that I said that reaching out to YouTube is definitely like something that people they find their comfort zone. It's the metaverse. You have your people offline, which I know that you have a good support system, family and everything, but you're also willing to come out and let us know, what you're going through. And it might not seem genuine virtually or whatever, but And I don't pray for anybody, but I do wish, I do hope that you're going to come out of this arthritis thing. I know that you're going to have recovery, but guess what? I definitely think that you're going to come out of this on the right side, because you're just a likable, cool person that doesn't create any shit and doesn't put anything out in the atmosphere that's bullshit. I don't see any karma that's built up coming your way. So thank you for sharing with us and having the courage to do so, because a lot of us do care. All right. We really, really do. And I'm not telling you any nonsense just to, hey, I'm just going to be cool and Mo better just because. No, I actually do care. But anyway, actually, I get criticized a lot of times for giving a damn about some of these people. RY, you've been around a long time. Is Ronnie Q old school B sector or no? Oof. What's up, Scent People? I appreciate that, Lolo. What's going on, Lolo? Hopefully everything's going good with you. You know, straight up NV, appreciate it. Let's see here. Okay, what's up, Mo Betta? Man, go Elo Lolo. Yep, I did see Lolo do that, and I do appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't come out here. I've been canceling my damn afternoon lives all the time because I just don't feel up to it, to be honest with you. I hate to give shows where I'm just making up shit. Thanks, Envy. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Anytime. Barn Dog Old School, no. Had she been around for a long time? Yes. She used to always be over here with DKL back in the day. All right, you guys are answering beef sector questions. Lady Sparkles, I don't know where you've been hiding. Haven't seen you do a drive-by in a long time. So what's up? What's up, Mr. Carruthers? Good afternoon, Envy. What's going on? Hopefully you're having a good day as well, Mr. Carruthers. And Mr. Carruthers, we got to have that man panel sometime, and we can rock out. You know what I mean? Talking about real issues. I think one time we need to roll RNY's Girl Talk in to a man's panel and give a perspective from us based on what they're talking about. Because they do talk about some stuff over there, but I promised I wouldn't peek in. I promised I wouldn't be in the chat. I promised I wouldn't hit the link because it's girls' night out. Like, I think it's weird if I pull a table up to a bunch of women sitting at another table and eavesdropping on what they have to say. So I kind of leave that where it's at, but we will get the male perspective on what you want us to do. Don't tell me to go watch the show, RY. You know the rules. Don't tell me to go watch the damn show. Give me the bullet points, send those over, and I'll respond. Shit. That was kind of harsh, wasn't it? African Goddess, how you doing? I appreciate you. Fruits of Labor, what's going on? Envy. All right, there's Lady Stoop. Lady Stoop's got a lot going on, you know what I mean? Dropping a little nuggets over here and there about your future plans. We'll see, Lady Snoop. I'm going to be really, really honest with you, okay? I don't say this shit to you very often, but I look forward to some of the stuff that you're coming out, but it doesn't manifest. I don't know if sometimes I got these troll, I got these troll, pictures of you. You know, I don't know if the background is going. One of the microphones was like way out the way. It wasn't even pointed toward where the microphone got any of the voice. I could just tell that, you know, you're trying to get everything together over there, but it doesn't manifest. I'll just be honest. You know what I mean? And I wanted to. Okay. And we got people like, will you guys think I'm hating on King Payne if I say you got to pay $200 to sit on or to sleep on air mattresses, and y'all are making it a big deal like it's some kind of major production that's going to make you famous tomorrow? Yeah, maybe I'll leave that alone. But seeing Lady Stoop made me, think about some dumb shit like that. RY, do you hear all that? Do we need to jump? And oh Jesus. That jump. And what's up, Angie? RY, do you hear all that? Do we need? Right. I did. I heard that. Apparently, you guys are supposed to jump me and get me straightened out or something. About what? Because you can't jump me because I'll just tell you I don't give a shit. You know what I'm like? Literally, me. I'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Because I don't argue with women. It is what it is. I don't give a damn. But yes, I did hear that y'all are supposed to get me together. I have absolutely no idea why the hell you're supposed to get me together. You said, oh, we getting it together. My phone died. Relax. How did your phone die if you're typing? My God. How did your phone die if you're typing? Okay, that's what I want to know. I mean, that could be like $1 billion idea. Do not have to have a phone on, do not have to have a phone powered up to type in a YouTube chat. Hold on. All right. You're still typing. You're still typing on a dead phone. I mean, this right here is content, y'all. Put that out there. You know that Lady Stoop is hearing voices in her head and all that other crazy shit, right? At least I'm moving forward. I'm still sitting in that steak ass chair. Oh, this chair. I love this chair. This chair is memento. You know what I mean? It's a famous chair here on YouTube. Lady Snoop, maybe they are on a second device. It's not rocket science. It doesn't matter. Lady Stoop is not on a second device, RY. Come on now. Even if Lady Stoop was on a second device, don't mess up my diss, because I don't drag and do all that other bullshit, roast, gag, giggles, whatever the hell it is. I don't do that. You know me. I don't give a shit that much to be screaming at y'all. I invented that phone. I'm an engine. Oh yeah, see, okay, Noble. Noble definitely came out with a phone apparently that you could use when you power it down. But I haven't gotten from anybody what y'all want the content to be going forward. Now, I did hear that a lazy content creator relies on the chat and all that other bullshit or whatever. But y'all tell me so I can blame you if I do that type of content that y'all told me to do it. And let me come closer to y'all real quick so that y'all tell me the truth. Hold on a second. Damn. All right, come on, streamy. There we go. All right, so tell me the truth, y'all. What kind of content do you want? Huh? You want you do you want me to go out and make myself content, and then we can come back and we can tell them that we're writing a script and it'll all work out? We could call it something gate. I don't know. You tell me. And as I said, like, I've only had one person tell me I'm boring today. So shout out to that person, because y'all know I don't typically make up shit. All right, look, let me get my emergency notebook out. All right. And make sure y'all didn't miss some of the real heavy stuff from yesterday. I already talked about Bizarro questioning me about sector loyalty, which is very interesting because I just talked to y'all about the Mo3 sector. I know that you all, if you want to watch the replay, it's back then. I was talking about Bizarro and I going back and forth in the back chat about whether I was going to be frenemies or beef sector. You can watch it if you want to. I talked about Nessa's panel, how she had to take certain videos down, and what the loyalty is within a sector of having the community guidelines in your brain, so that when your community guidelines in your brain and you know what not to say, you literally can't talk about kids. You can't do that. We all know what you can't say. So if you go to one of your cohorts, your family members, these people that you call each other cousin, auntie, sister, brother, cousin, whatever the hell you call them, don't go tear up their damn channel. Okay. I did talk about that a little bit the other day. What'd you say? Envy, you know what we want the content to be. Every CC does. It's up to you to decide if you want to do it. Okay. So you want it to be super messy, Molly, right? So if I get like okay, Molly, I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. Okay. Because I'm going to give you an opportunity right now. What do you want me to do content on tomorrow? I know RY and I have a show at 5:00, which will be a lot more exciting because you get to hear her perspective on some things that we've been talking about out here in the YouTube streets, and also talking about on a personal level. Obviously, she's not going to tell you everything, but she'll be here at 5:00. But skip over that, Molly. And I'm trying to get out of bed and do all this, and because I work through the night pretty much, but trying to get out here and do this 1:00 show. I know people aren't used to me doing it anymore, so here I am. Let's see here. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Here, let me get motivated real quick to goddamn continue on. 1 second. Let me get motivated real quick.
Struggle like these, you wouldn't understand the way I feed my family. I come from nothing and it hurt, I'm being real. I'm tired of seeing my mama shed a tear. All my life was in the field. That money, that moolah made me go crazy. Go and get it, my motto, this on a daily. My baby needs some Pampers, P.O. on my ass. So bitch, I got a scratch on the block from 9 to 5. I'm getting it till the laws come. Hoping that I make it to my daughter and my son. You gotta relate and feel my energy. Keep that 30 on my waist, it's for my enemies. Feel like my life is like a movie scene. Baby, that's a ghetto dream. Ghetto dream. This for them kids who ain't got nothing else to eat. Baby, this a ghetto dream. And I ain't gotta say a damn thing. But girl, I'm trying to get you. Cause someone who knows how to ride can take different positions. Now you screaming up and down we go. That's right, I never met the type of girl that's quite like you. Keep it on the low. And I can give more than the girl, it's true. But I only did one time, yeah.
Chill out, Molly. I play whatever I want. So you want me to take a wild guess on what you want me to address if I had $1 million talking about Lemon being gay? Like, would that be, is that what you want me to talk about? Which I'm not going to talk about right now or probably in the future. Like, why, Molly, if you know me so well, why would you want me to talk about that? Like, after, even when I told you at the beginning that I argue about Jay Wilson, I don't want to talk about gay things. Hold on a second. So, Molly, is that it? Since I think you call me a footstool or some shit like that or whatever. What is that? What you want me to talk about, Molly? Or what else? Let's come up with something more dangerous, like something that's actually breaking news. What do you want me to talk about, Molly? I got you. What'd you say? Sorry, had phone call. No, you're good, Mr. Carruthers. You're in the chat. You can have a phone call and type. You're good. You're not Lady Snoop. You know, her, she doesn't need a battery. She's got an infinite battery when she thinks her shit is dead. Old school beef sector. You guys talk about I hate losing our black men to the streets. Look at this I made right here, right? Let me explain. That's the perfect comment for this right here. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Damn it. Where in the hell? Hold up. Damn it, man. How do I not have? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Because I want to address this comment, but I got to address it properly. Damn. I don't have my jail and my Mo 3 or anything like that. Damn. I guess I had to take out a bunch of shit. Hold on. This is important to say, but I need the right damn overlay. Damn. The hell? Hold on. Really? Hold on. Background. Anyway, here we go. All right. So let me tell you what this means right here. Hold on. Let's see here. Here. All right. So I did this right here. Okay. And what's up, Leslie? How you doing? So basically, I said, why are we trying to do this to each other? This was a long time ago that I made this, right? So you see Buddy right here, and you obviously see Manco Television, but you see Mo 3 at the top, right? So what I meant by why are we trying to do this to each other is it's called life or death. And life means life in prison. Death means death. right? So you got Buddy standing in the prison where he's going to be there for life, which we've brought down a black man there. But then also, obviously, you see both three up there who actually, succumb to the street. So I'm glad that you put that on there, OG Beauty, because that is exactly what inspired this background. Okay. Because I hate that shit. But you're gonna get me on a soapbox of Black Power and Marcus Garvey and all kinds of other shit. Because the funny thing is, even though I'm this light skinned, damn it, I'm probably one of the most militant people that you would ever come into contact with if you talk to me about race and culture and ethnicity and all the other shit, right? All right, why we only miss to each other. Hey, what's going on, Purple Rain? Bitch! Let's go. I was living in Dallas at the time it went down. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. And it's funny to me where, all right, like So Playa, for hopefully Sean G can hear this, but it's kind of crazy to me how So Playa or whatever could do both sides. How's he going to interview the woman that changed the damn tags off the car? Okay, and the both three sectors like, oh, okay, yeah, no problem, that's cool, no big deal or whatever. It's like somebody does an interview with Jesus, with Devon, God, with Dante and with Yellow Beezy, and then with all different other. I'm like, how the hell could he be at the Bow 3 sector, do an interview with Yellow Beezy, and then do an interview with Sean G the next day? Just for example. But it is what it is. It's been a clout chase for a long time. And I know that you see even his picture up on my stuff, and you just saw some clips. So it is what it is. But I've never understood that in my life. But it is what it is. I mean, Keywan White did 2 interviews in the Mo 3 sector. Really? Hey, what? Hey, listen, when I was on somebody's channel and somebody got on the panel and said jail call from Keywan White, I'm like, you guys are doing commentary on the individual who's the prime suspect of the deletion of both three of the both 3 sector. I was just like, all right, okay. What? I don't get it. But whatever. And these people can walk around Dallas like everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm not the kind of person that's going to gas something up and then something happens and then it's going to come back here and be like, Envy, you gas people up to do X, Y, Z. Hold on. I think I've been on the wrong microphone. No, I haven't been on the wrong microphone. Okay, let's go. What? Damn it, man. Okay. What up, though? Hello, chat. What do you got? Noble, that's true. It becomes less about personal attacks and just the topic at hand. What I'm saying is, hey, Molly, you going to answer my question? You're going to answer my question about what I said, what information you want me to cover? Let me see if we got the next live so I can make sure that we go over there and we hang out. Hold on a second. Pizarro, go live. Okay. Pizarro, go live. I'll hang out for a few minutes or whatever until you're ready. Leslie, what you got? You're saying what's up to Noble and shit like that. So anyway, are you guys interested in the Queen 88 Jade fight? If you don't know who Jade is the girlfriend of South Dallas. Jade and South Dallas put their whole damn relationship on the damn internet. So there's really no secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you put on the internet your girl coming home with drawers in her goddamn purse? Like, what? Don't tell YouTube that your girl said that she's going to hang out with her friends and her drawers are in her purse. Jesus. There's like literally nothing else you could say about those two. But Jade, I don't think that was a good idea to fight 88. Okay, that was really dumb, but it is what it is. We know that Queen 88 will go out and throw hands, but if she threw hands with Creamin' in the Mix, which Creamin' in the Mix looks like she can bite your head off or whatever, do you think that she's worried about some damn Jade? Jay was probably cussing the whole time. God damn it, bitch! And pulling hair and doing the boast or whatever. That was not a fight. I mean, it could have been. I want to see. Yeah, brother, Envy, I was floored with that too. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then they hang out together. How could Soul Playa go hang out with people on the Mo3 side? I don't get it. You interviewed the woman who changed the freaking tags of the Camaro that Mo3 got deleted getting out of. And you're on panels and shit. I don't know how the fuck. Like maybe me signing away my civilian rights in '09. I maybe I gotta be, I don't know. Fuck it. I'll say some really crazy shit or whatever. So I'm just gonna shut up right there. She's not with him now, Envy. That's how it really started though, because of SD. No. Listen to this. They're not together as much as you see these content creators argue. They're together Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then she's with somebody Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or whatever. And they take a break on Sunday. It doesn't matter who says that they're not with who. You know what I'm saying? Like South Dallas was caught, smashing in a closet. I'm not going to say who he was smashing in the closet or whatever, but at the same time, they put their whole damn life on YouTube. So if you guys care about that content, cool. But literally, when I start talking about Mo3 content or whatever, y'all start hanging your heads. And I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is at least a few things, but I am going to stay pretty clear of the shit because the case has started. I don't know how the hell you could put somebody in jail for 5 or 6 years, and then the case is coming up now. That's a hell of a discovery report, like 110-page discovery report. Jesus Christ, continuums and in the court of law. My thing is let's do the shit and tell me what I got so I can deal with it. Molly, you're getting in trouble again. Molly's not in trouble yet. You have to give origins for some of us. I'll still trying to keep. Now I got you, Adrian. I will. As I said, if I talk about other sector news, I try to do it as fast as possible to see, who sticks to it. I look at the numbers. I trust me. I would like to go into other sectors and talk to y'all about the information, but I don't want to get off track. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to resurrect some content in the beef sector. Okay. That's my goal. That doesn't mean I'm a part of the beef sector. That doesn't mean I'm a part of any damn sector or whatever. That just means that I spend a lot of time over here and I'm trying to bring entertainment because y'all put up with me. Up with the job. Oh my God. Yeah, Josh and CB. Jesus, Adrian. Like we've had the Josh and CB situation over in the Mo3 sector for years because CB's ex was in jail and he was getting out, and that's when what you call it, Josh and CB were going to move in together. That's been a dumpster fire since that story started, to be honest with you. And what I might do is I might intentionally make shorts and then share out shorts on my community wall about Mo3 sector content or any other sector content that y'all want to hear. And y'all, if I get a certain amount of likes or shares or whatever the hell you want to call it, then I'll go ahead and roll out that content. I will. Why they fight? I'm trying to figure out if it's recorded. Okay, listen. I don't know why they fought. I wasn't there. Even Cam missed it. Cam put up some shit today. Who fought? I fell asleep. Who won? This and that. They're talking about it today. They're talking about it tomorrow. They're talking about it the next day. Don't worry. Queen 88 will be on a panel telling somebody how she beat her ass. But yeah, I want to find that out too. But also laptop gate, with Bink, y'all didn't care about that. So we didn't go forward. As I said, Ratchet was going to come over here and I told Ratchet, now we're good. And then I was a little bit nervous about Ratchet ever coming on the panel because he's a snitch. Like he's got the whole Mo3 sector locked up. and he could walk around just fine. I'm wondering what the hell is going on. Is everybody scared to reprimand somebody? I mean, they can't get vios, which are violations because they're not affiliated with a damn thing. But Ratchet's put everybody in jail. So if I have them on here to talk about what I was going to talk about was this. I was going to say that Ratchet and Mink are so close that Ratchet probably downloaded all those messages and everything and put it on his hard drive because it had a lot to do with text messages and whatnot back and forth directly between Sean G and Mo 3. So that's the best I can give you about that. Don't want to get into it that well because, listen, anything around the case where it could put somebody in a position where, oh, damn, Envy said this, Envy said that. Envy's not a cop. So I'm only going to tell you the bare bones basic of what's out there. Sin City, shout out to you. Mahia, shout out to you. There's only a couple people that do Mo 3 sector content in the Mo 3 sector. So, shout out to them. But it's the generation, our generation in Polar Gang that still does Mo 3 sector content. Don't bring your grown ass son to mama's fight. Son protects their mother's right. Well, unfortunately the son is typically there, and the son had to I'll just say that the son had to go from observation to let me look out for my mother the last time, which was sad to me. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like it doesn't matter what kind of fight there is. It doesn't matter if somebody's going to knock each other's heads off. It always seems like there's got to be a car full of kids and all that other stuff going to these quote unquote events. Because I'm not going to watch my mom fight people in the park. But it is what it is. I'm me and they're them, and it is what it is. Okay, daughters and sons protect their parents. Yes, they do. I would have jumped in. Listen, if I see my mom get hit, it's a wrap. I'll probably go to listen. I'll be in jail longer than Keywan White and everybody else that was involved in the damn case. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they got them. Hopefully their pods are way far away from each other, which will be kind of weird because it's their affiliations and everything. Man, they're probably having hell in the Dallas jail worrying about what do they say it? If you ain't Tongo Blast, if you ain't blasting, you ain't lasting. That's what Tongo Blast says in Dallas and in Houston, I think. You don't have to be physically to protect someone. Words are enough. No, not in the situation that I see. Like typically, if there's a pull up in the Mo 3 sector, there's a pull up. They park the car, get out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Have you seen Jackie pull up? Have you seen Big Baby pull up? Have you seen some of the people way back? Candy, have you seen Candy pull up? Have you seen me pull up? I've pulled up 3 times. so pretty much that's a prerequisite of the Mo 3 sector that you got to be willing to pull up. Oh, please look how long most were afraid of someone in the beef sector. Wait, oh Jesus. I wish I could talk about that, but like, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to point you towards a certain video or whatever that kind of debunks that. But if you find it, cool. If you don't, you don't. You all are really, really good about going around the internet and picking up things that matter or whatever. But if you want to know about that, most definitely go find that video. And when you find the video that I'm talking cryptic about, which you said that everybody was scared of an individual for the beef sector, let me know what you think of that video. Okay. I know one thing. I'm tired of hearing about Lemon's non-existent teeth, hairline, and free rolling eyeball. Done. Listen, Black Girls Code. My thing is, why do people skip over? Listen, the commentary is fine. The reason why people have commentary about the eyeball rolling and the teeth and this and that or whatever is just because they're reads that we've heard. You know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody wants to go into listen, nobody wants to be hypocritical. You can't be an LGBTQIA sector and have everybody be enraged about looking, acting like whatever, like a gay man, like, because that would be hypocritical. So I don't think that they touch on the things that y'all want to touch on, because I guess the most popular content creator would come out and talk about how gay they think Lemon is. And if you do that, you're hypocritical, because I don't care. Listen. I'm not gonna look at him any different from day one to day 100,000 if he's gay or not. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't go behind the scenes and take off clothes and do all the most. And listen, it is what it is. I don't give a shit. So probably the teeth and the eye and the this and that, fine. Because now we're through the hit and run. And it's funny to me, right? This is funny. The hit and run thing. How do you hit and run when you don't get caught? Like, you didn't get pulled over. Like, what? Where was the catching of the actual incident? Which, I'm just gonna throw that out there because it was funny. But now I don't even think that is Lemon gay content. Honestly, because I don't think anybody cares, and everybody already had their preconceived notions before we had to see, the poses and stuff. I see the hand, and I see the bent wrist and the hand and the chin on the thing, and the princess pose, as they call it. Listen, you guys can use your own discretion what you think that's all about. I don't care. Yep. Shout out to brother Mahia. Yeah. Shout out to Mahia for sure. Vice versa. Let's go. I get it, but in my world, my son is a black belt and I'm 5 feet. Oh shit. I look like bringing my son to see my ass whoop. Nope, absolutely not. As you should never do so. But you know what? People do, and it is what it is. Because my thing is, like, if you live in a certain situation, right? I'm not saying people live in the projects or whatever, but let's just go with that for now. Like in the middle of the projects, the grills be out there, the little drink place be out there, in the little corner, there'd be something to roll up. And basically staying in that area, not having another mindset about anything, period. It's normal. Like Big Baby got trolled. I can't believe it was so easy to troll her. You know how bad she got trolled? She got kicked out of a damn apartment complex. She got evicted out of an apartment complex, and then people trolled her enough. This is crazy. People trolled her enough to get like some kind of communication or some kind of letterhead or some kind of whatever from the apartment complex and said, "Oh, this was a big mistake." And everybody thought she was dumb enough to go over there and apply for an apartment after she got kicked out. No, they wrote a letter and said, "Hey, this was a big mistake, Ms. whatever your name is. And we would like you to come back, and we welcome you to move in." Well, her dumb ass went over there, knocked on the door, sat down, talked to the people, and thought that she was moving in next door, and it was actually a troll move. It's funny as hell to me. Yeah. Because all 12 of mine are jumping in. If I'm 12, all mine will know in our neighborhood, so bet they getting contacted and coming. Oh, absolutely, as they should. Sour Patch has been a member for 14 months. Goodness gracious. I wish I would have caught you last month, because my favorite number is 13 for various reasons, which even if I told you why, y'all wouldn't understand it because you're civilians. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm looking at the streets. Okay. So, would you say, what is the sense of this? How you have baby at 60 years old? Jesus Christ. I this lady didn't do her research. Oh dear. I'm nowhere near 60 years old. That's laughable. I'm 85. Get it right. Damn. 85. Let's go. 85 on. Hey, listen, at any age, there's a space for you on YouTube. So anyway, you all know how I do it at the end, right? As I said, we got a 5 o'clock. Let me see, what time is it? Okay, we got 3:30. We got a 5 o'clock show. So there's really no cliffhanger I can leave for you about the 5 o'clock show. I really can't. Because my thing is I really have to. Oh, you guys hate it when I say this. I have to be semi-political because I build brick by brick over here. Shout out to, as I said, shout out to Ness again. Shout out to Lolo for pushing some people over here or whatever to hear this bullshit that I'm talking about without dropping a link, without having a crazy panel, whatever. We'll do that. We'll do that probably tomorrow or Friday. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But as I always do, let me see what you got. You said if Lemon knew anything about creating real content, he would have been truthful about the experience that led to his perceived flaws and gaining loyal subs and supporters. But he's an idiot. Well, I wish that Lemon would be more conscientious of his supporters, right? I think that his supporters, unfortunately, don't know the prediction of how long they're going to be cool with him. It's really, really hard to get supporters to jump in and have your back if they feel like they're going to get cussed out in 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And that's not hating. That's literally like, I can even put myself in that position, right? Being cool, chopping it up, asking about the channel. Like when we used to talk from time to time, I'd be running errands or whatever. I'm like, hey, what are you going to talk about? He say whoop-de whoop, whatever. I'm like, hey, why don't you add this? Why don't you add that? I'm not saying I was an executive producer of the man's show or anything like that, but I do know that he used to do some research and shit like that. So I do Black Girls Code, my immediate fix of that situation would be the hot topics. I think that people really, really like the hot topics. And that was sober Lemon. And I think that Lemon feels like he has to drink and do all that to turn up. Because I really think that he got, if somebody said, hey, Lemon, have you been drinking or whatever? And somebody would say maybe he had a few drinks here and there, whatever. And I knew it was breaking him down. And in my opinion, Lemon felt like, sober Lemon wasn't bringing in the same crowd. That's just me. But see, drunk Lemon actually scares the people that would be true supporters, because nobody wants to be like, okay, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this for you. And then they're going to type in the chat and get cussed out. I already said that like twice, but hold on. Let me see. Let me see where we're going. Okay. Nobody. All right. I guess it's just me. Okay, so what do you got? I don't understand age, baby. Black Girls Code, I agree. Just be honest, own it, get comfortable on camera. My thing is look, I mean, I can't tell anybody how to do their channel. I haven't been on camera for forever. So I can't necessarily tell people what to do. But yeah, CEO, listen. He had 9,000 subs and he had 2,000 and he had 1,000, whatever. Let's just say that. If he held on to them 11,000 and actually tried to build a channel, Ness said, hopefully Ness can hear this. Ness said like a few nuggets today that were great. Ness was like, I wanted to tell you about a brand account. I wanted to tell you about an LLC, because the way that you can come out here and work on behalf of a company is a whole lot different of you just hoping that YouTube works out. Because when he had the 11,000 people or whatever, I know he didn't really get along with Poetic Flacco and all those other people, but those were opportunities I feel were missed because he wasn't protecting a channel to be monetized. And people may think, oh, the 400 or 500 people that are in here. Well, those are the 400 and 500 people that we basically entertain in this small area. He was getting people from everywhere. But you know what? If he is content with the beef sector people and how he's treated, and as of right now, like going back and forth about whether somebody paid a $50 cash app to take off his bandana and all this and all that, like, they don't have it good for you. You know what I'm saying? And it is what I look at the chat, I look at the scenarios, I look at the crazy shit or whatever. Nobody's laughing with you, Lemon. They're laughing at you. But it's all good. You say, hey, they don't like me anyway, and it brings content. And it sure does. I'm sitting here talking about the shit. I mean, YTC is going to give us a Lemon recap every day. I'm talking about the shit. Des talked about the shit. I'm sure, well, Pizarro talked about the shit, whatever. And I'll be honest, I don't even want to say this, y'all. I don't even want to admit this, but y'all are gonna say that forever. You're gonna say that I said this, and I was so pissed at Pizarro and Lemon for saying this for about a week. But they say if we go away, we share the content. Like Pizarro will say, yeah, I share the content during the day, you share the content during the night, and nobody's really doing any heavy lifting in the sector to create anything. And I was so irritated. I was like, who the hell does she think she is? Who the hell does he think he is? But honestly, I got to say they're right. Oh my God, I don't want to say, Jesus. Fuck. I gotta say that they're right because what did we talk about when they were gone? And I don't even kiss I almost said ladies too, but Pizarro, I don't kiss her. I don't kiss anybody's ass, but I do have to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Social experiment. Listen, it's all a case study. I used to always say that. I said I'm only out here to do a case study to see how I can shake shit up, shake the streets up, and see how stupid people are. You know what I mean? But I know I'm saying like people are stupid and all this other stuff. I want people to understand this. When I say F everybody and people are stupid and I don't give a damn, my supporters know I'm not talking to them. Like, I'm talking to a lot of the people that are going to bother my supporters. I can't wait to go a members only live channel. Gosh, that'd be a beautiful thing, but I'm not talking to y'all. Okay, you know that, I know that, and we're good. You said no, Envy, your first mind was right. They're wrong. Okay. Well, what? Okay, Molly, are you gonna tell me? All right, your first mind was right. They're wrong. Okay, so tell me. All right, do this, Molly. Do two things. I want you to put a 1 and a 2. You know what I mean? 1 period, and then write some shit. Okay, number 1. What are people avoiding talking about Lemon? And then number 2, what's my challenge to talk about Lemon? Okay, and I'll make it quick. It's not going to be today because I try so hard not to mention his name, not to do the content or whatever. But unfortunately, the motherfucker is content. And I sound like I'm hating or whatever, but it is irritating that none of us can freaking come up with anything, especially me. If I do a show in the middle of the afternoon and I try to bring the content and alley oop it out there and I can't come up with any, then I look stupid. Then I'm whack. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me see here. I keep looking to see who's live. Let's see here. Straight like that. Mo3 sector. Okay. Anyway. All right. Anyway, okay. So when they left, you even had that ZX email thing. Again, what content people want. It's just up to you if you're going to address it. And I do not need you to say anything about Lemon. Okay, cool. I literally try. They say Envy can make anything content. Molly, that's why I get into a bad mood. That's why I have a roller coaster of being a content creator. I hate to bring on a shitty show. Like this one, I'm not proud of. You know why? Because I'm not really giving you all any new information, any breaking news, putting shit out there, creating content. This is me just literally chopping it up. You know what I mean? And hey, I'll try my best. But you're right. We have put a lot of content out there, but Molly, the last thing that's going to happen is that we get support and that they say that we do. They'll never admit that we do shit. When are you coming back on camera? During members only lives, I'll come back on camera and members only for you, Sour Patch, and for the members. Sociology, the study of group behavior. Jesus. Yeah, please don't do psychology because we'll be here for 19 years trying to figure that shit out. It has nothing to do with Lemon. Everything I've ever known you thought about Lemon, I knew before knowing you, Envy. Please sit down. Okay. All right. So anyway, let me do my quick ABC 1, 2, 3. As I said, I'll either do the 5 o'clock show or I'll be on Pizarro's panel or whatever, or I'll go agitate Lemon tonight or whoever. That's if I really fucks with you, I'll hit your panel and I hit the chat. That doesn't mean I think I'm better than anybody. I'm famous and I should get the red carpet rolled out. It just means you guys know I don't go out in the YouTube streets like that. I find something else to do in real life. You know, grass is green and the sky is blue. I like to see both of them. Okay. But anyway, like I always do, let's hit the little geez, I hate to sound like a substitute teacher. Let's hit the book. Let's go back over the bullets of the conversation and the commentary that I had planned for today. Anyway, all right, you guys know I do it, so here we are. I said, is the beef sector looking like a get along? Oh, I forgot to change the damn topic for StreamYard, but anyway, I said originally I said, does the beef sector look like a get along club? Yes, it does. Because I see people mad for 30 minutes, and yes, it does. And I thought that the quotations around there were beef, but it is what it is. It definitely looks like go along. Let me pull up my original. Hold on. Let me pull up my original. Let me see. Let me pull up my original live. What the people make up, so there's beef sector, play the role that people think you are. Okay, yeah, I already talked about that. So basically, so there's no beef in the beef sector. And then I say, play the role that people think you are. I think one of the smartest things that Lemon did was go ahead and show that video and laugh about it, because you know what that does? It's kind of like spilling your own tea before other people get to do it. Like if people think that you're amused by it and it doesn't bother you, they're done for the most part. Okay, until they go on to something else. But who are we going to talk about? Nobody. I'm not doing shit. Bizarro's not doing shit. Ness isn't doing shit. Well, actually, we can milk the whole Ness thing that when she turns on the camera, she's going to reveal something that she only told her mother. I know I said that about 25 times this week, but I guess that content will manifest. Okay. Jay Dunn said, I've never run out of stuff to talk about, regardless of they are here or not. Catherine took over while both of them were gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Like, I've honestly forgot about Catherine, Jay Dunn, because the whole Catherine thing just got irritating. It's like, okay, lady, like we're offering you this, we're offering you that, you're offering it, and there was always something. My Cash App got hacked and shut down. This place isn't. Oh, listen, I'm not here to drag Catherine, but listen. When Catherine stops this madness, going over there and doing these vertical lives and whatnot, I'll be so happy. Like, listen, that shows you how much content we got. We're talking about Catherine in Vegas. And the last thing I was gonna say is, I said I've never done this, but I will write a script. Okay, listen. If my members want to come into members only and we can write a script to get some shit going, and only y'all know, we need to get to that, because this is bullshit. But anyway, would you say I don't understand why others are consumed with other other people in their lives? Like if you have a life, you would not be so consumed with other people are doing. Simple. It's yes, absolutely. But you know, I will say this. I will defend all of us on YouTube and tell you that, yeah, we come on here and we have to pretty much consume ourselves, because that's the content. We call ourselves content creators in whatever sector we're coming with. So, you know, that's who we have to talk about. The small circle of people that we know. You know what I mean? Like, you know, let's see. If you only have content because of them, then that means that you are limiting yourself to only watching them. That's true. That's true, Jay Dunn. But The strategy of getting in other algorithms and stuff like that. You absolutely do. You make a good point, but me personally, I'm not a lazy content creator because I do like a shit ton of research and all the other stuff or whatever. But at the same time, I am lazy because I don't like reach out and try to find other things to talk about. The reason why is when I do like a litmus test and start talking about it, people are not jumping out of their seats. And I can't sit here and bore people the more than I bore people already. You know what I mean? And as I said, I win because of content. That's it. Like that's why people come here. Typically, I do roll out something that does hit. But anyway, Catherine's storyline was better than the fake plays. Listen, right. That's true, Davna. And I don't think that the Catherine thing is over completely. But yeah, teeth and eyeball and do rag. Like, if I have to hear that again, I think I'm gonna go nuts. And then the whole explanation of I was cool with Honest Row until I met him, and somebody's breath stank or somebody's breath didn't stink. Somebody leaned too forward when they walked, and oh my god, like I was just like, regurgitation. But I can't hold any of them accountable because we ain't got shit to talk about. I'm sitting here making up shit right now, especially when they are so unbothered, right? Well, my thing is I will definitely, if there's anything bad about me out there, or somebody actually does a good drag, I'll play it and review it. And even if they drag me, I'm gonna send them a message saying, "Hey, can I review that shit? It was funny." You know what I mean? Because like I will say, like, I would review like the Rick Reed drags and whatnot, but I think that Rick Reed, you got to know the difference, right? When I start talking about someone like Lemon or somebody like whoever, let's say I'm talking about Ness and Lemon, just for example, I like both of them. Okay, so how am I going to sit here and really, really, really talk shit and roll out something? And that's how Rick Reed, I felt like handled it. And the reason why I say that is because Rick Reed and I got together and we're like, let's do something positive. Like, when Lemon was really crashing out, going to extended stays and shit like that, Rick Reed and I were like, let's come out here and encourage the brother. Maybe ask if he could slow down on drinking, tell him that he's going to be out in the streets, whatever. You already saw Rick do his whole thing to gas him up, not gas him up, but give him encouragement. And then you saw our one-on-one for me trying to give it encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's really nothing else to talk about, because Rick Reed was laughing half the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to, if Rick Reed's gonna drag you, he's gonna drag you. But that was a slow kind of like medium drag. Like, hey, I'm talking shit to you, but really I don't hate you. But it is what it is. But hey, I would say don't completely piss off Rick Reed. And just so you know, that'll always be the homie. I don't know why the hell him and I keep missing the time slots and shit like that or whatever. But I swear on everything that we will do this show. I swear that we'll do this. Okay. Hang night at the clubhouse with the twins. I promise this will come soon. One of the reasons why I held back on it is because Rick Reed and I threw up some ideas like, hey, maybe we should do celebrity content and mix it into the sector. Maybe we should drag people. Maybe we should do this. Maybe we should do that. I'm like, Rick, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But he's like, you're a real content creator that puts out content. I don't know if you want to drag everybody. I'm like, whatever, man. I'll just tell them that the Mo 3 NV is only here for a week, and the Mo 3 or the beef sector NV is going to take a couple days of break, and maybe some of y'all will leave because you'll be offended because you're from somebody's camp of somebody that I'm talking about. I'm so sick of wondering about that. Talk about bizarro intels. They're like, oh my God, NV, fuck him or whatever. The finessers, the whatever. But I will say this: the clear-headed individuals as a group, whether it be lemonettes, lemonheads, whatever the hell they are, and finessers and intels or whatnot, the people who have the minds of their own the most, in my opinion, is the finessers. And I've said that before, and I'm going to keep it. Like, obviously, Davna is a mod. Honey loves a mod, so I clearly know exactly how it works. And I just think that they have a mind of their own. You know what I'm saying? And me personally, I'm not kissing anybody's ass. It just is what it is. Because if I was kissing ass, I wouldn't say that, because that probably pissed off 2 or 3 camps that won't even drop down anymore. Just because I said that Nessa's people have clearer minds than most people out here in the YouTube streets. Don't take it personal. The people that take it personal are dumb. Like, yeah, I'm literally talking about smart people. If you get mad, be talking about smart people, that means you're a dumbass. You have to broaden your horizons. I do, Bella. I do, but I don't bring it back to the channel. I go all around sectors. I take RNY as well, but I just don't do content on it. There's some people that I can bring in here that have done like 6 million views and this and that on No Jumper. Like, I can bring Pino in here to talk about his fight with 1090 Jake. You know what I mean? I could do that. I could bring music sector people in here. It is what it is. You guys know I'm in the entertainment industry. You don't think I can go down to Patchwork or whatnot and catch some folks over there, or the Boosie pool party? It's Atlanta, okay? Pick conversational topics. You're right. I don't like nor indulge in messy conversations. Damn, Bella. All right. I'll try my best. You said stop, damn it. All right, so you're never going to please everyone here. It's impossible. They will. I ignore the fuck out of people. I do too. Just because basically I don't need that energy, Ness. You know what I'm saying? And I make bold ass statements. Okay, I bold, and I try to hold back with the drag of the bold. I could drag why the finessers have the best heads on their shoulders and stuff like that. But what would that do for me? Piss off other people? You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it real, and you're right. The ignore game to me is usually better than the clapback game. It just always has been like that. It hurts people's soul when you ignore them. Like, they bring you up every day. Oh, what's Envy doing over there? Hey, I heard something at Envy's. Hey, I was in the cloud at Envy's. Hey, I saw this clip at Envy's. Hey, this and that, whatever. And then you pull up on somebody that act like they didn't say shit. You pull up on the person that's been talking about you for 4 days, and you hit the platform and they're like, hey, what's up? What the fuck you mean? Well, hey, what's up? I want to talk about the last 48 hours, like that says. I want to talk about the last 48 hours that you mentioned me 15 times. Don't tell me what's up. Let's get to the business first. Once we get to the business, then we can hang out here on this damn platform. Like, people come up with the most random ass shit, and I want to hit a panel. Like, how did somebody come up in their brain that Slapper and I have an issue? Like, what? Are you guys okay? If I was gay, I would say, baby, like Ness says, but I'm not. So I will say, really? Like, what's the problem with us? Like, you literally picked back, you picked on the 2 laid back people. Now I think that y'all brought that up. Oh, I'm behind. No, you're Ness. Yeah, a little bit. But anyway, shit. Oh, the slapper thing. Here's why people like try to create an issue between Slapper and I, which is the weirdest thing ever, right? So I was on a panel, and something that was presented was, hey, you were talking about such and such and so and this and that on your show. Hey, I want to play it. Listen, it's Lemon. All right. You wanted to play that clip that says, stop riding that D. Stop riding that D. Stop riding that D. Stop riding that D. I'm like, how am I supposed to Hold on. I was stunned. I mean, I look like an icicle hanging from a goddamn. I look like an icicle hanging from the damn gutters and shit when he played that clip. Stop riding my D. Stop riding my D. I'm like, how do I respond? What do I say? Like, I'm stuck. I was like, all right, boom, dropped off the pedal. I said, I'm good. And then I believe at Pizarro's, like I was telling people, how do you argue back with somebody that says ride my D, ride my D, ride my? That's not my type of conversation. Okay. And then Slapper was like, damn, you were probably like stunned or whatever. I probably wouldn't know where to go with that conversation anyway. That's all we've ever talked, and there's supposed to be an issue between him and I. Okay, that's crazy. Like as I said, like anyway, whatever. Let's keep it moving. As she listened, you said the first part of my comment didn't go through. Oh yeah, it didn't. What was the first part? Hold on. If you only have content because of them, then that means that you are limiting yourself. Let me see if you wrote anything else, Jay Dunn. I've never run out of stuff to talk about, regardless of they are here or not. Catherine took over. Okay, we already addressed that. I just wanted to make sure, Jay Dunn, I didn't want any of your comments to get cut off. Let's see. You said the first. Oh, okay. Got that again. All right. So listen, let's see here. Hold on. Damn, 4 o'clock. I'm tripping. Like I try to come on here for didn't I write in the damn post? I'm gonna give y'all an hour, and here we are. Shit, it's hard for me to leave sometimes, y'all. When people start getting in here and the chat gets engaging and things are cool, and I'm like, how am I gonna make it through today's show? Because you guys should see how I take note. It's just like boom, 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 boom. And today I wrote on the top of my notebook, bullshit. Good luck. I literally wrote that to myself, and here I am 2 hours and 14 minutes later. Let me see. Okay, so y'all stop typing. So I know the engagement is where it's at. As I said, it doesn't matter if there's one person in here. I think I went up to like 139 right now. I appreciate that. That's my goal. I don't care about what everybody else is doing. I can tolerate about 80 to 100 people, because that means that there's not 400 hate watchers in this bitch. So anyway, that's it. I think I have to get my dose of Nest mornings. Hopefully you do one tomorrow. And then listen to YTC and then see what content's gonna come up tonight. Now, I think that a person needs to ask Lemon the tough questions. The reason why I said that is because Honest Row, you guys were trying to feed Honest Row and Ghetto what questions to ask Lemon. Like, really? Like, Honest Row, he's gonna be shady. Don't get me wrong. Shout out to Honest Row. He's gonna be shady. But Ghetto's gonna be like, well, hey, the lifestyle cons that you don't know. Hey, we already know what Ghetto's gonna do. And then he's gonna make up some shit that sounds a little controversial that doesn't hurt Levin's feelings. Hey, Lemon, so when you took your shirt off, why does it say 80s baby on there? If you say that you're 32 years old, you 38-year-old nigga. Like, Ghetto, just don't hit the panel. Lifestyle cause you don't know. Hey. But anyway, listen, I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. I am finished. I do appreciate it. Damn, I might be back in an hour for the 5 o'clock show. I might not be back in an hour for the 5 o'clock show, but I will see y'all tomorrow, whether it be 1 and 5, whether it be 1 or 5 or whatever. Just kind of look out for it. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to actually get us out of here with something positive. Okay. These were the rules. Okay. In second generation Mo 3 sector. Second generation Mo 3 sector would be after like Sko and Ratchet MHB, Duke Farrell, all the Soul Player, Trigger Man, all them, right? So these were the rules of how trolling should go and how the panel should be ran. And I love the rules because honestly, back then we didn't know what community guidelines were. I mean, Polar Porn Bomb with himself with a woman. I mean, he didn't really porn bomb me. I just let it happen or whatever. Cause as I said, we didn't know about community guidelines, like pointing lasers at cameras and stuff like that with Glocks. Listen, if people were striking and doing all that shit back then, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. But anyway, I'm gonna get us up out of here with what am I gonna get us up out of here? Oh yeah, the polar thing. And I'll see y'all at 5:00 or tomorrow at 1 and 5 or whatever. Just watch the damn community wall. I'm going live. Let me see just real quick if somebody's live out in the streets real quick that I really mess with. Let's see here. Nope, just straight like that. Send a bunch of beef sector people over to straight like that. Both y'all would be crazy. This live was fetch. I think fetch might be a good thing because there's a 100. You know what I mean? But anyway, as I said, I'm gonna get us up out of here with Polar, and I'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good day until then. Don't drink too much, but make sure you roll up. Listen, don't drink too much, but make sure you're rolling up on a daily basis.
I would troll and I would talk shit and I do stuff like that, but it wasn't on the level of talking about people's lifestyles. We weren't talking about how people was how they was brought up. We wasn't talking about how people was raising their kids. We wasn't talking about none of that type of shit. It was just people on the panel talking about other people's ideas on topics, and the shit would get out of hand. You know what I'm saying? The shit would get unreal, dog. And it was shit that I had never